Good evening and welcome back to the WalkoffPodcast. I'm your host, William Thompson, and tonight I get to talk to the two final seniors on the Campton Laker baseball team. With me tonight is Brendan Weaver and Riley Carpenter. Brendan plays third base this year for the Lakers and pitches when needed. Riley is a second baseman. Both Brendan and Riley are great teammates and are certainly contribute contributors to the team's success. Welcome, Brendan and Riley.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you both for coming on tonight on the podcast tonight and giving Laker fans a chance to get to know you. Y'all can enter in any order you like to go. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, here we go with the first question. I would like to start off the podcast with an early memory of the game. What is the earliest memory of baseball and who inspired you to play?
I can go first. I think so. Who inspired me to play was my sister. I grew up watching her play travel softball for the longest time, and so I always wanted to be like her growing up. So, having her as an example was a great stepping stone into playing baseball. And then once I started, I just kind of took off on my own path. And I think my earliest memory of baseball is my grandparents actually took me to one of my little league games, and I hit a home run that game. It was like machine pitch. It was a whole thing, and my parents weren't there, and I just rubbed it in my sister's face that I hit one before she did. So I think that's my earliest memory of the game.
For me, it'd have to be my dad because he's always been around and supporting, and he got me into playing baseball at a young age, and I just liked it. And the earliest memory I had, I don't have that good of a memory, would be like in fifth grade. It was a little league game. I was pitching, and one of my buddies that's in the grade above me hit a grand slam off me into the other field. It was sad times.
Those like both like funny times. It was like really interesting how you guys got started into playing baseball. Is there anything you feel like the game has taught you about life or baseball?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I think the game of baseball has taught me to stay, level-headed, and no matter, how your day's going, how the game's going, you got to stay positive, because once your mindset leaves, you just crumble the rest of the game. And so I think it's kept me level-headed, and it's just taught me to always stay positive no matter what's happening around me.
Yeah, I agree with Riley about the level heading, just because like some people on the team and like me myself, you get down because you make an error, and like you just don't play the same after that. And I also think like making a friendship, it helps you improve friendship and stuff like that with your brothers that you play with and all that stuff.
Yeah, I can't agree more. All right. Who has given you the biggest piece of advice both on and off the field?
Oh shit.
Biggest piece of advice on and off.
I think mine would have to be my sister. She once told me that no matter where you're playing, when you're playing, and what you're playing, give it 110%, because it doesn't go unnoticed. Everybody notices when you put the most amount of work in.
Yeah.
And that's how you get places. That's how you get to the top. That's how you move on to the next level of whatever sport you're playing. And so I think that was very impactful. And whenever I step on the field, I give 120%. So,
man, I don't really remember a lot, but I think one thing I know is Coach Durnan. One thing that he always says is play every team like they're a Kickapoo and Nixa or Glendale. Play every team like they're the best team in the state, just so you never slack off against like a Central or anybody like that.
Yeah.
Just play as hard as you can.
Is there an MLB player that you strive to be like, and why is that person someone you look up to?
I could do this if you want.
Yeah.
Mine's Mike Moustakis. He's played on quite a few teams now, but one thing that I inspire to be like him is every time he gets on a team, he's not usually on the starting squad yet, but he always works up to being like a starter, and he's in that starting lineup every single time.
Yeah, I think mine would have to be Javier Baez, just because he's just so cool and quick, and footwork's impeccable, and that's what I strive to play like. So just watching him play, it's like super easy to watch. It's super fun to watch, because sometimes watching baseball can kind of be a little boring. So watching him, it always just is like, okay, that's how I want to play in a game.
I definitely see the similarities in those. So those are like you'll get people to look up to. So, all right. What do you think you'll miss the most about Laker baseball when the season ends?
Shoot. I definitely think I'll just miss being with everybody and playing the game, because as of right now, I haven't gotten any scholarships or anything. But I still am working on it, getting my name out there and stuff. So I just think playing the game with the people I love playing the game with. And so, yeah, I think that's mine.
Yeah, just hanging around the guys every single year. Even on my 2 years I was off because of arm injury, it's really helpful just that you can lay back and hang out with the guys and stuff. And also just like seeing all the coaches that we've gone through, Coach Cunningham, Salt, and Pickrell, like all those guys, it's good to be around them.
You can't have said anything better. I mean,
Yeah,
all right, are you ready for the last question?
Yeah,
I guess.
We've arrived at our last question, but the most important questions of the evening. When comes time for you to walk it off of the field of the last time as a Campton Laker, what do you want your legacy to be, and how do you want to be remembered?
Shoot, that's a good one. Holy cow. I just think I want to be known as the player that put his heart, his blood, sweat, and tears out on the field, and was actually a part of the team and helped them get to where they are, and wasn't just, a bench warmer. Or I want to know that I made a difference in this team, and I think I'm on a good track to do that this season.
I want to be the guy that everybody can come to when they have like troubles and stuff like that, and like if they need help. And I also want to be the guy that everybody looks up to, saying like, oh, look how much work he's put on in the off season and stuff, and like making them want to improve themselves in baseball, and like if they need any help, that they can just come to me.
You two are like one of the biggest role models on the team when it comes down to that.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you both for spending the time and being on tonight. It has been my pleasure to talk with you, and good luck with the rest of the season. I look forward to finishing out the year strong and cheering you guys on in the dugout. Do you have any final thoughts or?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at _Riley Carpenter _, and I'm just excited to finish the season and have a great time doing it. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know my social media, so yeah.
It's like okay, dude.
Yeah.
What about any final thoughts you have?
I don't know. Just come out, watch us. We got two last home games on a Saturday against Waynesville, Marshfield, and then Park Hill South and St. E. And it'd be fun games to watch.
Yeah, May 3rd, Monday, May 3rd is our senior night. So come out for that and watch the emotional roller coaster that is Laker baseball. So